O'Sullivan to get us underway. Expectant faces in the crowd once again, watching on. And, well, not the best of starts, although it's finished okay.
Mark Davis, very fine players, of course. Ken's a former world champion, but at this stage of everybody's career that we're speaking about in this section of the draw, Pang Junxu.
Because if you look at the other colours, pink and black not great either. So this is going to be hard work to get something going, but he is for...
Kind of players in that area of the rankings that you never have an easy match with. And it's all a part of the learning curve. Of course, I'm sure there's a bit of a mystique as to for players who have not played him before the first time they come up against him. Well, he's been there and done that.
Just see Judd Trump in the background there, playing his second match of the day. Having beaten Ollie Lyons, playing Matt Selt now.
Can't think of anyone that sees it as a positive. And this fifth time, but of course, breaking off is the very beginning. So it's
12.
That's a good effort. A bit unlucky there. You know, he's got the direction was good.
Pang Junxu 12.
But I still say that a tournament like this here in China, which he's been saying is
One.
Yeah, it hit miss
between the balls. Obviously, we know he's got a new tip on because he bit the other one off.
9.
There's another example of his cue ball not being by O'Sullivan's standards. That was a dreadful shot.
Yeah, and it was a better chance than the one Pang had because, you know, Sullivan's...
And then, of course, O'Sullivan's next match before he lost to Luca was over the 3 sessions of that match. In fact, I can't even remember, did it even go into 3 sessions?
13-2. So, going on the attack. Second time.
We're not winning the frame, but we'll take him
6.
fairly close to.
These multi-table flat draw events have not been happy hunting. When he came in the last 1-8 round was the 2018 UK Championship, so it's 5 years. Won obviously other tournaments in between, not liking. Already won the Invitational Shanghai Masters.
Previously, to the disappointment of his many fans in this part of the world. Beautiful shot, that. So now
38.
needs an angle on his colour to get into the 3 ring off the side cushion into them here. Ah, that's a beauty. And that is exactly it. He didn't shot.
45.
Frame winner for sure.
It'd be great to see that shot again, though, wouldn't it? It was absolutely played to perfection.
53.
Let's say, I think certain times what happens, but there's no doubt that the shot he played was planned and executed to perfection.
First time, but O'Sullivan has come to life in this first frame in a big way. So,
O'Sullivan, 67.
swift 67 from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Oh, fabulous pot.
Yeah, and the long pots go in, then he's got most bases covered. He's overhit this one, however. Played around for the Reds, but I think he's playing safe here.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 3.
He's through to play Ryan Day. Ooh, just the pink. Yeah, there's also victory for a rookie we've seen a lot of this season, He Gyu Kwong. Has his hand on the table, but he's not potted it. It's a real reprieve for Pang. Well, it was a reprieve, but he didn't take advantage.
And if you keep doing that, you're going to come unstuck.
1.
It'll make things difficult for him not keep on providing opportunities.
Well, it's been the pat. Judd Trump has won the opening frame against Matt.
Deserves to be on something, and he is.
12.
This black potentially blocked the pocket, but it doesn't matter when the pot goes cleanly into the middle. So, away again. It was crank it up a little bit out there.
20.
Because he blew himself up this week because... but, of course, the opposition is going to get tougher round by round.
26.
As you can see, a choice of a couple of reds which pot to the same.
34.
Chair, I think he's waiting for Matt Selt to arrive back into the arena. Second match of the day, as we were saying, for Judd. You know, the theory would be the title in Brentwood the other night, the English Open.
50.
Tough this. If he plays, well, it was, you just have to lean over and play the black.
Yeah, the frame right corner.
57.
I think there's many things to say about O'Sullivan's career, but the feature of it is how quickly he can take a frame away from you. You know, have an eye. There you go, and now the frame's all done.
65.
And it happens very quickly when O'Sullivan's like this.
Early on in this match, Pang has got to try and put some pressure on frame 3, otherwise this could be
81.
made
88. 89.
Sport for choice, really, if I was a pink back on its own spot. It's a lovely break, you know. I mean, he's played a couple of very nice shots to open.
96.
And I think the signs are that he's just coming to the ball. He's kind of almost just won them, hasn't he? And this is a step up, Dave, I think.
well. So he's being Yeah, he stepped up, but he'd been given the opportunity, and that's why Pang cannot afford those sort of errors.
One I was making, I was asked yesterday evening
106.
how Ronnie's match went with Mark Davis, and he fireworks in there. He felt he'd win it, and he did win it, and that was just another day at the office. Whereas now,
Well, it's been a delightful break, hasn't it? You know, it's just
115.
the reason he makes it look easy is because of the control he has. A sort of difficult shot because he just kept tight control of that white.
121.
But it is all difficult. We all know that. Yeah, wonderful. That's a wonderful break from Ronnie O'Sullivan. A clearance of 128. Can he become an established player in the sport? Can he rise the rankings? He's only young, he's 23, but matches like this are big ones, and that's not gone to plan.
sort of groups of players from Asia who have exceptional talents.
1.
But I think you have a good season as a youngster. I've seen it before. It's almost like the difficult second album, isn't it? They say with a band, you know, it's not always easy to go out and build on what you're achieving.
Season with another one. I think Mark Allen, in a way, is struggling with that a little bit this season. I know he won today, but he was actually saying yesterday that his form isn't great at the moment. Of course, last season he had.
Move on. Good match, that. I mean, I do think that CJO had a very good run of the ball, which didn't.
Could do with the wobble here. Yeah, well, he needed that, didn't he? Because that cue ball was coming back.
Bringing it around two cushions, it's a natural angle. I think that's what he tried, but he's not quite on track. Didn't hit that all that well, O'Sullivan. The cue left the bridge of his hand.
Could have been a collision, and then he could have left him in. Last frame. Well, it's some sort of chance. Obviously, the black no good at the moment, but see if he can just get it.
He's the first in there in the morning and the last to leave. You know, he's absolutely dedicated and puts in long, long hours on the practice table.
7.
This cue ball to hold up for the pink, which it has done, I think.
Nice shot. 6 and 8 hours, but often it's less than that in reality. But he needs to put that practice to some use here.
And it was only on the last day there were any spectators, so it's a rather eerie business. But he beat some good players. He beat Jimmy, actually, Jimmy White. He beat CJO, Gary Wilson. This black had a commission, but concentrate on the pink. He's got the blue as well. Red's nicely spread, you've got to say. His first season in forward each of his 3 seasons on tour so far. Little things you want to tick off. Obviously, getting to the Crucible would be a big one. Reaching
35.
Yeah, no surprise, is it? Horrid. I used to prefer the swan neck, which is under the table as well.
Reds at the moment. See how long they stay safe. Yeah, just found trouble positionally there, Pang. He was going.
A bit of a stretch, this. Yeah, it wasn't nice. He was playing it with pace,
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
and he was leaning, as you saw, right across.
Oh, well, not great. It's a tough table. Just to say the Northern Ireland Open draw, I know, look, that's the first thing I did look at, but it seems people will have followed this story. They'll know that Luca Bassell, John Higgins, Mark Selby, Ali Carter are playing in an exhibition in Macau. There's a lot of talk about that. So it seems it's only those players who are not playing in it, of the sort of big hitters. Well, that's worked out well, that double kiss, meantime.
7.
Beautiful. What about that for a shot? From being a frame which O'Sullivan looked big odds against to win, now he could participate in it. To hit this very hard. Oh, that's a good shot. He's on the one red. In the lap of the gods. But if he could just creep this. They'd be a bit annoyed. That wasn't one of O'Sullivan's best shots.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Further to the left, it could have been.
And it's a terrific pot. But it's not finished at all.
Pang Junxu, 1.
I suppose the other argument would.
It's a good pot. I mean, it wasn't a shot to nothing because the cue ball crashed. It's a poor shot, isn't it? I mean, he's right behind it. Right behind it. He put everything in.
In many ways, it put more pressure on the pot there.
Well, this would be a bad frame to lose for Pang Junxu, I think, because it's not been like the first two.
16.
Well, he'd like to get into the bunch at the earliest opportunity. I think he might just not play it this time, but it's imminent. Well, they play safe from here.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 37.
Yeah, obviously the red by the middle is.
That's a pretty glaring mistake. Trying to be a bit clever.
1.
Already, something's going to have to go dramatically wrong here to stop him. Well, maybe something like that.
Cool.
Well, he must be livid with that because what a chance. Not really played his best yet.
1. Seven.
Nicely done.
Meanwhile, they've gone to the interval on table 2. Judd Trump.
13.
Oh dear. It's not good.
Pang Junxu, 17.
Not. O'Sullivan just pleased to be back at the table, I should think. Sent the cue ball very wide on that safety shot. Very attacking line there.
One.
So that was... Well, really, this is as good a chance as you could see. Oh, yes, he's 29 behind. That might not count for anything because...
4.
Beautiful chance, though. He has to take this 2-2. I think, as Dave pointed, on a different day.
You just sense the pressure.
No, that's a lovely shot. And just a few more.
30.
To be a really good one. Lost his way, Mr. Green.
34. 39.
Now this is the ball, as you see, he was straight on the blue. Yeah, good pot, middle of the pocket. So Pang has made the clearance and he'll be delighted to go to the interval all square. So we resume at 2-2. It was 2-0 to Ronnie O'Sullivan and he won the second frame with 128. A really lovely break, but despite a few chances since then, particularly in frame 4.
Well, that's horribly short of pace. Been hard to know which way they would have gone as favouritism there. Didn't happen. And it might not be that Ronnie's in this next match.
1.
Could be a plant there. I think that's why he's played that shot. You think...
9.
Didn't really threaten the pocket, that one.
Pang Junxu, 16.
He can beat O'Sullivan. I suspect he's not frightened too. He's had some good wins, but something about playing Ronnie that whether Pang Junxu feels that way, we might find out later. He's got to brush up on his attempts out of a snooker, I think.
A change of plan. play Barry Hawkins. Terrific match to look forward to there tomorrow.
In the cue ball over to the top left-hand side of the table. That's okay.
Yeah, the applause. It was a good clearance he made, I think, in that fourth frame. You know, he was under pressure to do it. Okay, it all looks so. He's a little further away from the pink than maybe he would have liked, but it was right in the middle of the pocket when it went in. And noise in the background as the audience, perhaps from the Trump match, just have a go for a few refreshments, maybe.
It's not really an O'Sullivan frame, this, is it? But ultimately, it's a very important frame. If he was to go 3-2 down here, Ronnie, then, of course, clearly he's in trouble. He was... That's a nice shot. That's not been rewarded very.
Pang Junxu, 16.
Sullivan leading 2-0 and taken out of the match. Pang Junxu must now think that he could just possibly press on from here. Of course, if he starts to play better, there's no reason to believe that O'Sullivan...
Not what's happened. Forcing O'Sullivan. Well, he did leave a chance there, so let's see how O'Sullivan is feeling as he comes back to the table looking to score.
Yeah, and get the balls open. Which he did rather gently, or more gently than I thought. Thought he might go in with a bit more pace on cushions. So let's see. Been kept quiet. He's looking a bit subdued. This has come along. He's wrong side of the... That looks okay. Yeah, he's 1-7 well tiled. Knows exactly what's required, but it's not happening at the moment, is it? Let's be honest. He's not really...
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 30.
No, I mean, once he played that shot from blue,
That's not the easiest shot to play. Got to throw the cue ball wide as he's done here. If anything, he went too wide there with that. He'll be playing it behind the green himself. This is a nice effort. The Reds spoiled it a little bit by coming down the table. I think he played a good shot.
One. 7.
Well, that was very deftly played, just getting back. Very interesting from his point of view.
15.
Be also interesting, if he does win this frame, to see what response those two matches, really, that Ronnie's played. You know, he...
23.
Good, but still more to do on the block. Well, he deliberately didn't try and come. Never quite know which way that'll go.
Pang Junxu, 38.
So O'Sullivan looking for a snooker, and well, it's not too bad, but this is the problem, though. If they're in the gap,
Yeah, that'll be from 2-0 down. Pang Junxu has done very well to agree.
the whole energy of the room surrounds him and is about him. But it's gone a bit flat, actually, and that is suiting Pang Junxu.
Yeah, exactly. Not to say it'll stay that way, but
9.
the one-sided nature of his first two matches, and Ronnie claims that he wants to do well in all these Chinese events. Well, he's got some work on in this match.
Pang Junxu.
Yeah, he's lost the last 3 frames, in fact. Pang Junxu, 3-2 down. He needs something to happen.
Well, the market for a champion, of course, Ronnie can do it, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Terrific red and black.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8.
Missed red are slightly matches, but he's won them without any real fuss. This could be a different ball game today.
Absolutely, and got to pick up the pieces and sense the opportunity here. He did actually beat O'Sullivan in a Championship League match. It was sort of low-key business.
9.
Certainly, if he can start scoring, which he's not really done yet.
Didn't think he had to go into them on that occasion, because that'll do him. He was just racing around the angles, no good. Miles short of...
Pang Junxu, 30.
Well, he just got past the middle pocket just for a moment. I thought he might...
Because without any improvement, I don't think he's going to win.
Let's give him this frame, but it's not like that in this match. Things have gone against him.
No. It's here. Playing on that. There aren't many neutrals, really. Such a well-supported player. But 3-all would be an interesting...
Fed up with things.
about. Yeah, I don't think he enjoyed the crowd moving around, but of course, they were basically know what it's like out there, because most players don't get that kind of support in the first place. Oh, yeah.
40.
Well,
Played a good shot there, you know. That's his best he's played for a while. There would have been a temptation if he lacked confidence, leave Pang Junxu requiring a snooker.
43.
well, yeah, shots of the whole day, because the cue ball had drifted, but what a shot he played.
50.
So red and black, as you say, and snooker required. And Pang had the chance early in this frame. Sullivan was looking sort of just a bit. Important visit for him to stay in this match. And in goes the red, so there'll be no playing for snookers. So the biggest. Definitely
71.
upped his. Well, he's cleared up with 93. Ronnie O'Sullivan needed that, didn't he? He'd lost 3 frames on the spin. The match was maybe going against him. He just 3-2. Craigie was 2-0 down. All these matches in the last 32 of the Wuhan Open.
That's about right, isn't it? Ah, worst scenario. From there, now he's got this chance.
For him, great tournament for him. And he's going to play He Kwang in the last 16.
23.
Very nice.
So the shot he played with difference here set up this chance. You fancy could have got a good safety back.
46.
Yeah, I mean, it completely changed things, didn't it? And he may have even had a long to taken place. Anyway, he had a bit of good luck, and he's certainly taken full advantage of it. And we look like we could be going to it.
50.
Bottom red is on. And whether he can... Yeah, he's going to have to.
58.
So we're going all the... Albeit the way it began was rather strange with the... But when the chance came, O'Sullivan
74.
has taken it to decide who goes through to play Yuan Jun in the last 16 of this Wuhan Open. I was saying, how would Pang feel if he got a chance to win it? Well, we don't know from this frame because he didn't get one. If he does in the decider. Looks like a second century incoming for O'Sullivan. So Pang went 4-3 up with 107 century. Yeah, it's turned into a really good match, this. And we've got one more frame.
104. 105.
1,216.
112. 114.
You know, Pang's was also very good previously. He has almost effortlessly got these balls into open play. Doesn't matter about that. I mean, I think his mind, like everyone else's, now is on the decider. The game is really hotting up. Now he's at the mercy of where the ball's finished there.
One.
Oh dear. Well, he's blocked the pocket if there's any consolation. Then he crumb shot. Oh dear, Ronnie, that's a poor shot. That double kiss is on there. Again with the... Well, I was said about the intensity of...
I'll put a stop to it. The player series and the one-year list and all the rest of it.
Well, now.
One.
He looked at first as if he'd left nothing there, Pang Junxu. At the worst. Goodness, he's got that bottom red and the bunch which goes, and he's got the... From the outset. So he was kind of in, but this is probably dangerous opportunity. This is... It just passes the other two. It's tight.
28.
It's what champions do, isn't it? And so... Goodness, this is awkward. Ah, well, great shot. Great shot.
Again, he's kept his focus even when Pang made that century for 4-3, which he did. First match where he's been seriously challenged all week. You feel will get tougher as the week goes on, but looking like Ronnie O'Sullivan will still be here.
Yeah, I mean, Pang did miss that chance. Otherwise, he's played well. Well,
not over yet.
How about that? That was the... Got too much on it. You have to say, so he's moving the red that's the most exposed. Still a strong favourite. But you never know with this game. Oh dear. We're going into the pop. Well, I mean...
One knocks this in, it's over. No, hasn't though.
Scores have been updated, so 5 reds, 5 blacks, all the colours for a tie. But you've got to start somewhere. 2 or 3 red blacks here, even then. Well, that's a good shot, actually. That has helped him.
Junxu, 16.
Well, that strategy. Range ending, really.
Very, I mean, the last shot was extraordinary, wasn't it? It's been a good match, this. It's been a bit of a slow burner. The last few frames have been very good, and both players have played well. O'Sullivan is doing what, considering the flight home or whatever he's doing after this, but he's still in now.
Yeah, there's a certain calmness. Well, we'll find out as each day goes by, but he's here on day 4 of this 7-day event. He'll play Yuan Sijun, another Chinese player, another young up.
Oh, I mean, we've seen Ronnie O'Sullivan enough. I'll say now that this form will not win him the tournament. But, of course, like anything else, he can pick up and he...
Yeah, and we've seen players of his stature, once they get to the sort of business end, the quarterfinals onwards, they can. Slash shot, you're just trying to hope for the best with, but...
24.
Well, it gifted this chance, and of course O'Sullivan week, but he has ultimately passed it. There's been some good stuff in there, a couple of centuries. Still here, chasing down the £140,000 first prize. And another trophy.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 33.
A funny old ending in the end to this match, but you can hear